Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Our lesson today is the parallelogram. A parallelogram is a quadrilateral in which each of two sides are parallel. What is the meaning of quadrilateral? Quadrilateral mean it is a polygon, has four sides. For example, square, rectangle, rhombus, parallelogram. As you see, each two opposite sides are parallel. ده معناه يا ولاد ان الشكل اسمه او the figure is parallelogram. يبقى the properties of parallelogram number 1 each two opposite sides are parallel. بس ناخد بالنا لو في عندي only two opposite side بس parallel يبقى ده اسمه ايه؟ trapezium. يبقى ده اسمه trapezium. طيب تعال نشوف ايه هي ال property of parallelogram. اول حاجة عايزين نعرفها the sum of each two consecutive angle in a parallelogram is 180. يعني ايه كلمة consecutive يا ولاد؟ يعني two angle يكونوا adjacent بالشكل ده، او بمعنى اصح مش adjacent يعني besides او in cyclic. يعني ايه A اللي بعدها B يبقى دول adjacent يبقى دول consecutive B مع C. طب حضرتكم مش عارفين ان حرف اليو اصلا give me 180 two angles supplementary مع الباراليلوجرام؟ يبقى بالتالي ده بيأكد كلامي ان ال adding of each two consecutive angles are 180. طيب تعالوا نشوف property تانية. Number 2 in the parallelogram each two opposite angles are equal in measure. يعني ايه؟ measure angle A equal measure angle C, measure angle B equal measure angle D. In a parallelogram each two opposite sides are equal in length. ده احنا عارفينه من قبل كده. AB parallel to CD also AB equals CD. طيب تعالوا نشوف حاجة تاني. in a parallelogram each two opposite sides are equal in length. تعالوا نكمل يا ولاد. in a parallelogram each two opposite sides are equal in length. the two diagonal of a parallelogram bisect each other. يعني ايه؟ مش انا عندي AC ده diagonal، M is intersection point of diagonal، فال AC ده ال M بتقسمه ل two parts equal، وبرضه ال BD equal MD. ده معنى كلمة bisect each other، يعني كل parallelogram بيعمل bisect للتاني. طب تمام. قال لي خد بالك البريمتر بتاعه بجيبه ازاي؟ البلس بتاع 2 consecutive side times 2. طيب ازاي اثبت ان الفيجر is parallelogram؟ عندي 5 cases. Number 1 each two opposite side are parallel. يعني انا عندي لو each two opposite side are parallel يبقى ده parallelogram. اوكي. Number 2 each two opposite side are equal. يعني لو انا اثبت ان هما parallel بس اوكي equals بس اوكي، ممكن اخد only two side and prove that the two sides are parallel and equal in length. اوكي. لو قدرت اثبت ان each two opposite angles are equal in measure. اوكي. لو قدرت اثبت the two diagonal bisect each other برضو تمام. طب تعالوا نجاوب مع بعض. اول سؤال in a parallelogram if every two opposite sides are equal in length and parallel. in a parallelogram every two opposite angles are equal in measure. In a parallelogram every two consecutive angles are supplementary. In a parallelogram the two diagonals bisect each other. The quadrilateral in which two sides are parallel is called trapezium. A quadrilateral represent a parallelogram. طبعا هو هنا كاتب لي write only one، انا هختار واحدة من دولت اكتبها، اي واحدة فيهم صح. طيب تعالوا نكمل. ABCD is a parallelogram. measure angle A equal 50. measure angle B. B consecutive ولا opposite؟ consecutive. يبقى اقول له 180 minus 50 واجيب الفاليو بتاعتها. in a parallelogram X Y Z L. measure X half measure Y. طب ما انا عارف ان X و Y consecutive يعني supplementary. طب اوكي، يبقى انا هقول له ايه بقى؟ مش هو عندي هنا measure angle X؟ تعالوا نرجع للطريقة اللي كنا بنحل بيها قبل كده. ازاي هنعمل كده؟ measure angle X هنعملها هنا حتى x y عن طريق ريشيو sum. x بكام؟ تعتبر هي الكبير، سوري x هي الصغيرة فتاخد 1 و y هي الدبل بتاعتها يعني x half y. اوكي السم بتاعهم 3 وهنا 180. هو بيسألني ان انا اجيب y عشان اجيب الميجر اوف انجل y. 2 multiplying 180 divided 3 which is equal 120. طب تعالوا نشوف حاجة تاني. هنا بيسألني بيقول لي هات لي ايه؟ بيقول لي انا عندي عايز اجيب اللينس بتاع بي سي. بي سي هيبقى بكام؟ 6. اوكي طب دي سي هتبقى 2. measure of angle دي 105 عشان opposite. measure of angle A 180 minus 105 عشان consecutive هتطلع ب 75. يبقى انا جبت ال A بكام؟ 75. ال C opposite ليها هتبقى 75. طب تعالوا نجيب البريمتر. البريمتر هجيبه ازاي؟ هقول له هعمل 6 بلس 2 تايم 2. ليه؟ لان دي 2 هنا 2 هنا 6 هنا 6 and so on. He asked me to find the perimeter of the parallelogram. Sorry, the triangle AMB. Where is AMB? AMB. As you know, since ABCD is parallelogram, that means DC equal AB equal 2 centimeter. CM equal MA equal 2.5 centimeter. DM equal MB equal 1.8 centimeter. So I will write the perimeter equal 2 plus 2.5 plus 1.8 equals centimeter. He asked me to find the measure of the angle YXZ. YXZ. Hello sense. XYZ is triangle. يبقى measure angle YXZ equal 180 minus 27 plus 118 which is equal 35. ده number 1. تعالوا نجيب number 2. measure angle LZX. LZX هنا اولا مش انا عندي ABCD is parallelogram وبعدين يا مستر بعد ما قلنا parallelogram يعني each two opposite side are parallel. يعني ممكن اقول لو دي 35 يبقى ديت 35 ليه alternate angle. يبقى اقول له measure angle LZX equal measure angle ZXY equal 35 degree alternate angles. طب تعالوا نكمل. هو عايز الميجر بتاعت الانجل مين؟ ما ننساش ان احنا جبنا دي هنا كام؟ 35 وهنا 35. ميجر انجل LXZ. هقول له انا عندي ميجر انجل LXZ equal ميجر انجل LXZ equal ميجر انجل XZY equal 27. برضو alternate angle alternate A. طب تمام. measure angle L equal measure angle Y equal 118 degree. دي opposite angle. The next one. Prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, I have only two sides parallel, so I need to prove that AB parallel to CD. How I can prove that? At first زي ما انتوا عارفين يا ولاد انا هستفاد من ايه؟ من اللي انا درسته قبل كده. مش دي 110 يبقى الانجل B 110 alternate angle. هقول له sense AD parallel to BC وعندي AB is cut او transversal على حسب ما انتوا عارفينها الاتنين صح. يبقى ده معناه measure angle B equals measure angle BAE equals 110 degree. طب اوكي، وده طبعا ايه alternate بعد ما جبت ديت 110. هو مش انا لو عملت measure angle B plus measure angle C، يلا مع بعض 110 plus 70 which is equal 180. they are supplementary. طب وبعد ما اثبتت ان هما supplementary ايه اللي هيحصل؟ خلاص يبقى انا عندي AB parallel to CD، وسنس ان انا عندي DA parallel to CB then ABCD is parallelogram. The next one, he asked me to find the measure of angle HDC. How I can find the measure of the angle HDC? At first, since ABCD is parallelogram, as you know, measure angle C equal 180 minus 120 equals 60 degree. In triangle DHC, DH perpendicular to BC and measure of angle C equals 60, so that then measure angle CDH equals 180 minus 90 plus 60 which is equal 30. Another example, he asked me to find measure of angle ABO here, so I can write, since ABCD is parallelogram, measure of angle ABC equals 180 minus 60 equals 120. So then measure angle OBA equals 120 minus 40 which is equal 80. Another example, he asked me to prove that measure angle A equal measure angle EDF here. How I can prove that measure of angle A equal measure of angle EDF? At first I will start to get the value of each one of them. As you know, since ABCD is parallelogram, then measure of angle A plus measure of angle B equals 180. This is number one. Since DEBF is quadrilateral sum of all angles equals 360. Okay, after that I'll complete. Then, or since DE perpendicular to AB, that means measure of angle is 90, and DF perpendicular to BC, this angle is 90, so that, or then the measure of angle EDF plus measure of angle B equals 360 minus 90 plus 90 which is equal 180. This is number 2. From 1 or 2, 1 is measure angle A plus B equal 180. Number 2, measure of angle EDF plus measure of angle B also 180. So from 1 or 2, B is common, that means measure of angle EDF equal measure of angle A. The next one, he asked me to prove that this figure is a parallelogram. Okay, I can prove that by using parallelism. He gave me AB parallel to CD. I will try to prove that BC parallel to AD. since DMB is straight angle of measure 180, that means measure of angle DMA equal 180 minus 70, which is equal to 110. In triangle DMA, measure of angle ADM equal 180 minus 110 plus 30, which is equal 40. As you see, B equal 40 and this is 40, they are alternate. Measure of angle ADB equal measure of angle DBC equals 40 degree. They are alternate and BD is cut. That means AD parallel to BC. Since AB parallel to CD, that means ABCD is parallelogram. He asked me to prove that measure of angle A equal measure of angle X. At first, since ABCD is parallelogram, that means measure of angle A equal measure of angle C. This is number 1. Since XYCL is parallelogram, that means measure of angle C equal measure of angle X. This is number 2. From 1 to 2, measure of angle A equal measure of angle X. Another example. He asked me to prove that AD equal HO. Since ABCD is parallelogram, that means AD equals CB. Since HBCO is parallelogram, that means HO equals CP. Here is CB and here is CB. This is 1 and this is 2. From 1 to 2 we get HO equal AD. Another example, he asked me to prove that ABCD is a parallelogram. At first I need to prove them by using each of the angles are equal in measure. In triangle ABE, measure of angle B equals 180. In triangle ABE, measure of angle B equals 180 minus 70 plus 45, which is equal 65. That means measure of angle D equals measure of angle B equals 65. I need to find the measure of angle DAE. How I can get that? At first, angle BEC is straight angles of measure 180. Measure angle AEC equals 180 minus 70, which is equal to 110. This angle is 110. As you know, AECD is quadrilateral sum of all angles equals 360. So the measure of angle DAE equals 360 minus, and I will get the value of this angle. By adding the two angles I will give 115. So measure A equal measure C. This figure is parallelogram because each two of those angles are equal in measure.